President Trump is expected to lead a major meeting at the White House this week to discuss what's next for Gaza if and when Hamas's war with Israel comes to an end. Here's Rebekah Castor.
Israeli soldiers take out a terrorist cell in the northern Gaza Strip as operations continue in the Palestinian territory. Troops are also pressing deeper into Gaza City. The IDF says evacuations are inevitable, even though it's where roughly 1 million people are currently sheltering. They're being told to head south, where Israel says they'll be given ample humanitarian aid.
What we're doing is moving them to safety so that we can determine the final outcome of prosecuting this war with the complete elimination of Hamas.
Ceasefire talks between Hamas and Israel are not making progress.
Who is holding up the end of the war more, Israel or Hamas?
Hamas.
Hamas, 100%.
Yes, there's been a deal on the table for the last 6 or 7 weeks.
President Trump's special envoy tasked with ending the war says that deal would have released only half of the hostages still held by Hamas. Now Israel and the U.S. are pushing for a new deal that releases them all.
We're going to settle this one way or another, certainly before the end of this year.
A famine has already been declared in Gaza, and aid groups warn a larger Israeli offensive could make the situation worse. Israeli and U.S. officials are meeting at the White House today to discuss plans for a post-war Gaza. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff says they will reflect President Trump's humanitarian motives. In Washington, Rebekah Castor, Fox News.
Pope Leo XIV has called for an end to the war in Gaza during his weekly audience earlier today. He described the Israel-Hamas conflict as, quote, terror, destruction, and death, and urged both sides and the international community to halt the violence. The Pope asked for a permanent ceasefire, the release of the hostages, and the safe entry of humanitarian aid. He also emphasized the importance of respecting international humanitarian law.